How many times have you walked out of an exec meeting hearing the words, all right, guys, this quarter, we're going to fix communication. You see it written on the whiteboard in front of you. And then 6 months later, nothing's really happened and nothing's changed.
And how many engagement surveys have come back and said that the people aren't completely happy or that accountability is lacking? But no one has a clue where to start to begin fixing the issues.
How much time, money, and consultants have you thrown at the same problems, only to find yourself in the same loop fixing it again 6 to 12 months later?
For decades, companies have tracked engagement and productivity primarily through ENPS scores, retention, maybe Slack messages sent back and forth, and through some larger enterprise platforms. But here's the problem: those only capture a fraction of what's actually going on. They're just symptoms.
40% of business failures, post product market fit and funding, come from internal issues, misalignment, people issues, broken processes, and weak leadership. But of that 40%, the engagement metrics only reflect about 30%, which means that 70% has never even been measured. And these are the things that are draining your business from the inside. And if you don't measure it, you can't fix it.
Which is why global engagement's currently at 21% from the latest Gallup report, and why that gap is costing companies $9.2 trillion every year. However, it's also why there's $21 trillion in untapped value waiting to be realized inside organizations if you know how to find it.
Now, imagine walking into your next leadership meeting and being able to say, we've increased cross functional accountability by 23%. Meeting efficacy is up 24%, and we're already seeing productivity increases. And next quarter, we're solely focused on improving cross-functional communication by an additional 5%. And here's the exact plan of how we're going to go about doing it.
No more vague goals, no more guessing, just real metrics on communication, accountability, alignment, and leadership, finally tracked, understood, and fixable.
And that's what Lucidorg does. We measure what no one else is measuring: the operational breakdowns, leadership gaps, and structural misalignments behind the 40% of business failures.
We align your executive team and your org on what's actually happening behind the scenes and then give you a clear, focused path to fix each one of those. One metric at a time, tracked over time, with measurable ROI.
So that you can find your piece of the 21 trillion.